Today's adventure will be with the Daihatsu Midget 2, and I'm going to be removing the fuel tank. The fuel gauge is inaccurate, so I'm going to see if I can figure out why. This is the Daihatsu Midget 2 from the underside. You can see that pipe is the fuel filler neck. A few of those lines are fuel line, fuel return, and evaporative system. The tank is in the back in this vehicle, so seems like it should be fairly easy to remove. Looks like there are 4 main bolts holding it in. And of course, all of the attachments at the top that I can't see yet. And then this long fuel filler neck that goes from the very back of the cab to the behind the rear axle. I want to make a couple more notes. That connector about center screen, that goes to the oxygen sensor for the exhaust. And I want to do a quick look at the lines that I'm going to have to disconnect. I'll label them. Hopefully that will help me get everything back together very easily. It looks like that fuel filler neck has a bolt there. And I would imagine there's probably one somewhere else along the route, but I can't see anything other than the 2 screws behind the fuel filler door that hold the neck in. And I want to take that neck out too, just to make sure it's clean. I am close to having the tank out. Looks like the sending unit for the fuel is on the driver's left side. I have the tank out, and this is really quite a surprise. That is the fuel level sending unit. There's no wiring connecting to the fuel pickup, so I thought this had an in-tank fuel pump, but apparently not. I have the tank mostly drained. Before I seal that up and start cleaning, I wanted to capture. I don't see any rust in the neck, so I'm hopeful. All right. There is, in fact, no in-tank fuel pump, which it confuses me. I thought I heard it cycling. Inside of the tank, I've still got a little bit of fuel to get out, but it's going to benefit from rust protection, but it's not terrible. All right, the condition of the inside of the tank is really a lot better than I expected. I am going to coat it since I've gone to all this trouble of taking it out, but the plumbing's in pretty good shape. I want to get some footage of the fuel level sending unit as well. The wire seems to be intact. There's no rust on it. The float itself seems to be uncracked. Seems to work. Not really sure what's going on, but I thought some footage might be helpful in the future. Maybe that part number. 87820. 802. As you may have guessed, I like to paint things when I take them off. I don't paint everything, but typically I'm more likely to paint something I'm afraid might rust, so I am putting a coating of POR 15 rust inhibitor on the outside, and I'll be doing POR 15 inside tank coating probably tomorrow after this cures. Before I reassemble the fuel tank for the Daihatsu Midget, I'm going to replace all of the fuel lines, the feed line, the return line. This larger one connects to the fuel filler neck, and I guess that's the overflow preventer, and then I don't know what the 4th one does, but new ones, $13. All right, replaced all of the lines, and I just happened to have a box of those constant pressure clamps, so I replaced those 2. They were a little rusty.